It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world. And you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Good morning, good evening, hello everyone. I'd like to welcome you to this presentation here this evening. To give you a little bit of an introduction, my name is Gary Wharton, and I actually live in Sedona, Arizona, but now at the moment I'm actually doing a cross-country road trip. So I'm actually in beautiful Santa Fe, New Mexico right now. So I'm really fortunate to get to stay with a friend who has an incredible casita right off Canyon Row in the Arts District, which you can kind of see a little bit, through the imagery here. But, folks, like I was thinking about how I wanted to communicate with you and how I wanted to kick this off. And this is one of the things I love immediately about this opportunity and this platform is that I get to travel and I get to have the freedom of operating a bit, anywhere in the world that I want to. Right now, I'll be on this road trip for the next 5 weeks, and I couldn't be more excited to get to spend time with many of you out on the road, but also to connect with friends and family and just get to see stuff that I haven't had a chance to see in years. So I'm really excited about that. So to tell you, just give you a little bit of background on myself. Again, my name is Gary Wharton, and I'm based in Sedona, Arizona. And I am really blessed to have built an incredible business there. For the last 10, 11 years, I've been in real estate in Sedona. And I've been really fortunate to build a pretty incredible business there. Real estate is an interesting chapter, and there's an interesting chapter that we're undergoing right now in real estate in a lot of different businesses. But there's a lot of changes in the industry and across the board. And so not only is it already a very competitive industry, there's a number of external factors that are changing the way that business operates. So I'm looking forward to sharing this here with you tonight. I want to talk a little bit about 3 International and what is 3. And 3 is just an extraordinary platform to help you love yourself, love your family, and love your community. I'm going to jump right into the presentation tonight, and we're just going to kind of move through it. At the very end of the presentation, I have some special guests here I'd like to introduce you to. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started here. Let's see here. My share is up. So again, 3 is about loving yourself, loving your family, and loving your community. And about us is that we were formed we came together last year. Our corporate office is based in Lehi, Utah. This is an image you see up in the upper part of your screen there, the gleaming, beautiful corporate office that we have. I love it. I love that it's in the American Southwest for a number of different reasons, but it's a stellar place to launch a global project, really. It's the first of 3 offices, and I hear that we might be having another one coming up very soon here. We opened up our second office, which is an international office, which is located in Hong Kong. And we opened up the third office just a few months ago, and it's in Jakarta, Indonesia. So 3 is a group of people that have come together from many different walks of life. And so a number of different industry professionals that have for years led this industry as some of the biggest names known out there. There's also a logistical management team, the company side as well. And there's a third group of people that have all kind of come together. And those are people like myself, people like you and me. I love this image. I love this image for a number of different reasons, but this image was actually taken from our ribbon cutting ceremony in Lehi, Utah last year. Now, I'll call your attention is that if you look here I think it should be on the far left of your screen. I'm actually in this image. I was really fortunate to be a part of the ribbon cutting. And I am the 4th gentleman in from the left side. I'm wearing like a tan cardigan. You can see I'm wearing a little bit of a scarf as well too. And I'll never forget this day. I'll never forget this day for a number of different reasons. But the truth is, to be really honest with you, is I didn't feel well this day. And at the time, I had really, again, like I had told you that I had this incredible career in real estate that I had worked really hard to build. I became a master at trading my time for my money. So much so that I got to the point to where I was about 100 pounds overweight. I was diagnosed as type 2 diabetic. I had been on hypertension medication for about 18 years in this image. I had leaky gut. I got my first diagnosis as precancerous and whatnot. There were a number of health issues. I wasn't sleeping well, stressed, fatigue. I was definitely at a place in my life where I didn't really know what this was. You know what I mean? But I knew that I trusted the person that introduced me to this, and so I was so happy to say yes and get to be a part of that incredible kickoff to this platform. So what I'd like to share with you is before I go further, and I just kind of like jumped a little ahead, but what I'd like to share with you is that in the last 18 months since I've started this endeavor, I've had an unbelievable change. Again, I was at the top of my field in real estate. I made over in that career field, I made over $1 million a year, and it could have been sustainable. I had worked really hard on the model, but again, like it was coming at a cost. I could see the physical deterioration, so I knew that time was it was time to change. So let me just fast forward real quick and tell you where I'm at today. Obviously, you know that I'm not at home and I'm on a road trip. I've lost 65 pounds in body fat. I've added 35 pounds of new muscle mass. I'm no longer type 2 diabetic. For the first time in 18 years, I have the ability or I'm allowed to get off of my hypertension medication. I haven't done it quite yet. I'm just waiting a little bit longer, but the numbers are all holding and it looks really good. So I'm there at this point. I went from 33% BMI to down to 17 the last time I measured. And I think right about now I'm about 15. I'm sleeping well. I got to tell you, I mean, I feel like a whole genesis has happened in my body from within. And I couldn't be happier with how I'm feeling and where my life is going today. And so that's large in part to this incredible platform that has transformed my life. So let me share with you a little bit about the management team that got us started. So I had mentioned to you that really there was like 3 parts that came together, these 3 different groups. So we had the leadership and the professionals in this industry, or some of the biggest names, that decided to combine and join up with this management team. And so here on your screen, you see Chief Executive Officer Daniel Piku. We love Dan. He is an amazing guy. He is an incredible strategic business mind. He's got extensive experience in the international marketplace. I said strategic, but it's one of my favorite things about Daniel is that he is very precise about how he deploys resources and how he allocates them. So it's one of the reasons why we're having the incredible rapid growth that we're seeing already. Second up on your screen there, you see Chief Science Officer. This is Dr. Dan Gubler. And listen, I mean, he has a background that, I mean, let's just call it what it is, which is really impressive. So, he did his studies at Caltech. He is an organic chemist. He is a PhD. And so he has been in supplementation and formulation for many years, but what he is doing is truly, truly changing the world at this point because he's taking a focus that's a study and exploration of molecules that's impacting epigenetics. So I like to share this story with you about Dr. Gubler is that, we all have our different motivations. And one of the things I love about him is that he shares his own story about what drew him to science and the fact that he was, when he was a kid, his hero, his grandfather, was a part of the team that discovered vitamin B1, thiamine. And when his grandfather was diagnosed with cancer, it changed his life as a boy, and it really kind of gave him the focus in life to change the world, to impact the world, which is why he's committed himself to science. And so we love Dr. Gubler, and we were so excited to partner with him. And as we continue to evolve and explore new areas of curated phytonutrition. Then third, you have Chief Operating Officer Troy Moore. Now, that screen that I showed you, the image that I showed you that has the ribbon cutting ceremony, that first event that we launched with. So one of the things I always like to share is that when I was a kid, my own grandmother shared something with me, and it was a sage piece of advice. She said, "Honey, never ask anyone to do what you're not willing to do yourself, and that includes scrubbing the toilets." So you can imagine the impression that Troy made on me that the first time I walked into the auditorium before the general doors were open, and the staff is running around, everybody's scurrying to get everything just right. And here's Troy with his jacket removed, his sleeves rolled up, and he's running around carrying garbage. It just made a huge impact on me. We love Troy. We appreciate him for what he does, and to launch in as many markets as we did on day one is an impressive feat alone. And so the amount of concentration and planning that goes into it, we are really fortunate to have this team with us. Folks, our model is really simple. This is a cross-border social e-commerce. Our phase one, we launched in 14 markets globally. Essentially, that's United States and Canada, Australia and New Zealand. And then you jump across the pond and we're in Greater China. We're in Hong Kong. We're in Taiwan, Singapore, Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines. Did I get them all? I think I did. I think I did. So again, we really kind of burst onto the seams, with an incredible product line, 6 products to start, that are truly impacting human health and proactive wellness. Our target market, who is it that we're talking to? Why are we seeing the success that we're seeing? It's because we're talking to people who want to work on a business opportunity to work in their own space and in their own time. People want to have better health and wellness. People who wanted to be connected in a like-minded community for global elevation and support. Our approach to wellness is simple. When we think about like stories and paradigms, the old paradigm has always been, it's more of a reactive model. This is something that, that we have really kind of focused an entire wellness system in the United States based on a reactive model. And so, you are what you eat. If you have certain issues in your family or in your own genetics, that these are things that you're predisposed of, and you have limited opportunity to impact those, that your DNA is essentially your blueprint. And that's the old paradigm. And we just frankly believe in something a little bit different. And that is the new paradigm. The new paradigm based on proactive wellness. You are what you absorb. It is what you absorb. And it's the curation of phytonutrients from whole food sources. So, we talk a lot about science, and that's one thing that you're going to hear that comes through very clearly in what we're doing at 3 International. But really, the future is proactive wellness, because proactive wellness is based on epigenetics. If you can determine and figure out how you make an impact on regulating the chemical switches within the body, it is going to have a profound impact on human physiology. We're really fortunate that we have 10 members of our scientific advisory board. Up at the top left, you have Chief Science Officer, Dr. Dan Gubler. And the other 9 positions that are on this board, I really want you to know right out the gate that these are unpaid positions, folks. These people are not paid. These people are from some of the most prestigious institutions, not only in the United States, but across the globe, that have decided to lend their support and to lend their brand and their name to this phenomenal project that we have developing all over the globe. So I'll call out a couple of different people here. We have Dr. Charles Green, who's an MD and a PhD. You also have Dr. Steven Sabo. I love Dr. Sabo. I love telling this story because Dr. Sabo is my second favorite emergency room doctor. I would say that he's the first. However, I'm also married to an ER physician. So, rather than get myself in trouble where I end up sleeping outside, Dr. Sable's got to be my number two. But then we also have Professor Sastia Putri, who is based at the University of Osaka in Japan. And she is profound and renowned in her career field. She's the newest member to the scientific advisory board, so I always like to call her out a little bit and whatnot. But she's was awarded the L'Oreal Women in Science Award. So again, just a sterling resume from all of these individuals that you see on the screen, and it's one of the reasons why we're able to do what we're able to do at 3. For science and technology, really, we have 3 pillars that we focus on, which is the exploration, the curation, and the absorption of phytonutrients. You see there's a bubble there on your screen that says Explore with Dr. Dan. I want to take just a quick moment to give him a little plug, because one of the things that I love about Dr. Dan is that education is important to him. And so one of the things he's been doing is sharing like a story, like a video series of how he goes out into the field with his team, and they will identify new molecules, new phytonutrients that they can use to enhance our product line. So again, this is also a little bit what I was talking about with our CEO Daniel Piku, who is just willing to support that research and development and provide the resources necessary for us to have this type of exploration. 3 International, you can find all of our products. I initially said that we have 6 products. We launched with 6 products, but we now have a 7th, which we are really excited about because it's had quite the impact globally. All of our product line, folks, all 6 of when we burst on the scene, all 6 of our products could be found in one of the most respected literatures out there, and that is the PDR. So in my house years ago, I remember my spouse having the giant, big, thick book. It was a blue book. It was blue bound. I remember it, and it was the physician's desk reference. And inside this, you can find any essentially drug that you can find on the market, but also minimal supplements. Very difficult for supplements to make their way into a publication like this. All 6 of our initial launch products or in the PDR, and I'm happy to tell you that so is our 7th, Visage, which I'm going to talk about in just a few minutes. The acronym is again, PDR used to be the physician's desk reference, but it's the prescriber's digital reference. So again, our entire product line can be found there. The other thing that we are really proud of at 3 International is our third-party studies, our clinical third-party studies, and we have now published 3 of them. So on your screen there, and you can ask whoever's invited you to this presentation, this opportunity call tonight, you can ask them for a copy of these. And as you join and become a part of what we're doing, your back engine will have access to all of this documentation as well. So the first of the 3 is our cellular absorption and bioavailability. So this is the thing that sets 3 apart, right? The difference is that when you take our supplements, when you take our products, you feel them. And the reason why you feel them is that Dr. Gubler and his team have cracked the code on how to get the body to absorb them, rather than just grab a very little bit of them and then you kind of eliminate them the next day. I'll spare the details of how that happens, but I think you get the idea. Our second study is the epigenetic study. And I kind of mentioned this earlier on about this is the regulation of the chemical switches in the body. And there are certain genetic markers, there are certain epigenetics that you want to upregulate, and there are ones that you want to downregulate. And so one of the ones that I think is a big topic right now is the GLP-1. So, you're going to find that and a number of other factors inside this epigenetic study that shows the impact that our products have on human wellness. And our most recent, the newest, is the superoxide study. So this is the study that talks about healthy inflammation status within the body. So again, all 3 of these can be found inside the back engine. And again, you can ask whoever's introduce you to this platform for a copy of these as well. So let's talk about these 6 products that I've alluded to. And I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of a lightning round here, folks, because again, in each one of them, I could really spend 10, 20 minutes talking about all the details and every single little detail. But I'll just kind of briefly cover them. Okay. So Vitalite is the first one that you see there, and it's our nourisher. So this, you can see the package, it's there's a little sachet packet. And there's going to be 4 capsules and there's a gel tab in there. Okay. This has 72 trace minerals. It's got more than 48 whole foods and vitamins. The gel tab is an omega that is the equivalent of a fillet of salmon. I can't tell you how many times people will take this product in particular and ask me or other people, other friends of mine, does it have caffeine in it? It does not. It does not. But you're giving your body the nourishment and the nutrients it needs so it's functioning at a higher level. So I love this product. It's got your prebiotics, it's got your probiotics. It also has something that you're going to start hearing a lot more about, which is postbiotics. So again, way out in front on what I think is one of our flagship products. The second up we have is Revive. So this is the product that I was in the previous slide when I was talking about the scientific studies, the superoxide study that talks about healthy inflammation status within the body. So this is a curcumin, a turmeric-based product, right? And it regulates healthy inflammation status in the body. This is a crowd pleaser for sure. I tell you, this is one of the ones. Before I came out on this road trip, like I brought a lot of product with me because I'm going to be seeing some friends and family and I want to share. And also, I'm going to have, take good care of myself along the way as well, too. But I'll tell you, like I looked up on the shelf and I had one bottle of this left and I was like, no, 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 no. Like what happened? Again, it's one that's really popular in my home, in my household. My spouse, the physician, also, this is a product that he takes and is a big fan of this because for years has suffered from like inflammation in the lower back and very often he'd run into an issue where his back would get thrown out, I would say at least once every 6 weeks. And that hasn't happened for him in more than I don't know 10 months at this point since he's been on this product. So Revive, beloved product by many people globally. The third product is another one. This is a hot topic that we're talking about. This is Immune. This is the protector, right? So there's a blend of mushrooms in this product. One of the things that this product does, there's no other product like this on the market. This has quorum sensing in it, and basically, in non-scientific terms, which is often how I have to talk, is that this prohibits bad bacteria from talking to one another in the body. So that's called quorum sensing. And so this is in many ways kind of a shield to help keep you protected. I take this product frequently, especially these days now that I'm out and about so much, but Immune, a great product. Purify is the detoxifier. And what I love about this one is it's got a really deep forest green, like really, really deep green capsule. And that's because it's made of chlorophyll. And so, this is a detox for the 5 elimination organs of the body, right? Including the skin. The skin is one that we don't often talk about, but again, think about it. We're in different environments all the time, whether it's a smoggy city or take your pick. I mean, we're just in a lot of different environments all over the globe, and your skin is your direct contact. It's the largest organ in the body. So not only is it the skin, the liver, the lungs, the organs, the colon, you know what I mean? Like this is a fabulous detox product. It's very gentle. I want to note that, so I take this product in the evening and again, it's very gentle. So it's not anything that you have to be concerned with or think that you're going to stick too close to the bathroom and whatnot. Eternal, the rejuvenator. So this is again another incredible product. This comes in like a gel sachet kind of form. And so I take one of these a day, and this has got resveratrol, CoQ10. It is a powerful, powerful antioxidant product. There are more than 800 molecules in this product alone. And what I've often heard with people, so, obviously gym and fitness is a part of my new routine. Especially as I've been so health focused, I can notice like a bump, like a fitness bump. Anyway, I'll just say this is that my performance increases when I take Eternal before I go to the gym. So I do. It's a part of my practice now. And then is 6, we have collagen. And so again, a collagen, important for a number of different reasons. It's not only the cartilage within the body that it impacts, but also your skin, your wellness, your complexion. Again, powerful product. The collagen molecule is one of the most challenging for the human body to absorb, and that's because the molecule is so big. And so it's hydrogenized, it's micronized in a way to get the body to absorb it. Again, like I love sharing these stories about my friends and family. My mom, was a big believer in this product from day one. And just after 3 days of taking it, we could see a substantial reduction in fine lines and wrinkles just in her physical appearance. And so I've also, my friends and family that are in cosmetics or that are in, like they're hairstylists and whatnot. A lot of them are also noticing that it grows back your hair and your nails even thicker. I'm at a point in my life where I think my hair is pretty much all done with me, but I can tell you that for me, it definitely has an impact on the nails. So, and then here is our seventh product, and we're really excited about this, folks, is that this is Visage. This is our super serum. There are more than 27 bioactive ingredients in this product. There are 3 different absorption technologies, but this is a neurocosmetic, and it's the first in its class. So this product in itself, it has to do with what we call signaling. Okay, so this is the brain skin connection tissue. It's the positive feedback loop, and so we love this product. It is having a tremendous impact in the market. It impacts brain health. It impacts cortisol levels. So not only are you going to look amazing, I started using this product the moment that we got it, which is just over a month ago. I went a little crazy the first week, but I'm telling you, it is a beautiful product, and there's a reason why we sold out of it internationally. But again, like it's already in production. It takes a little bit of time because we test every batch after everything is produced, and that's where I believe they're at right now. So it'll be available very, very soon here. So again, welcome to Visage, our super serum. This is a turnkey business system, folks. And you have the opportunity, excuse me, to be a part of the first group of people that get the opportunity to share this platform and these incredible, incredible products. So, when you join us, it comes with a robust, replicated website. It's e-commerce ready. It's one of my favorite things about is the simple and the ease of this business and this model. In real estate, one of the things that we as agents really try to do is not show, our clients, whether it's a buyer or seller, what we're doing behind the scenes, right? And so oftentimes we're trying to give you the presentation of like a duck. We want to look really sleek and smooth up on top, but under the water, we're going crazy. And so, in this system, I love that I don't have paperwork. I'm not spending 2 or 3 hours a night trying to not only review and analyze different documentation, but upload it to the correct systems. This system is all organized and it's automated in the back engine. So, it's seamless. It tracks globally. It tracks infinitely deep. It is a really powerful system that takes a tremendous amount off of an entrepreneur or a business person's plate. The back office, again, it manages and tracks your business. It also comes with an array of different marketing and media tools for you to promote your business. Whether you're doing that, sharing with friends and family, or you're sending out an email, or you're somebody who wants to take advantage of social media and market from that direction. We have a number of different tools that can support you as you're building the model that you decide. And then again, there's a training system and a global support community. We do 3 live calls a week presently. Sometimes we add a 4th, so we kind of toggle in between depending on what the need is. Those happen every single week. We alternate it with different speakers and presenters, sharing, not only the platform like I'm doing with you now, but also, different strategies on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we hold a Wellness Wednesday call where we have a wellness provider kind of talk about the science. And we try to, invite other people that are having a big impact from, health and wellness perspective on how these are impacting them in their lives. Our financial rewards plan is simple, gang. And so, this is one of the things that I really, really love about this platform is that, so there are 6 different ways to earn income. You hear it 3. And so the first is going to be retail commissions, which is 25%. Of what your of a retail sale. The company will drop ship the product directly to you on behalf of your the person who's enrolling anywhere that we're operating. And again, we're operating in 14 markets. The second up is introductory bonuses. Anytime someone joins the business, you can earn a bonus anywhere from $25 to $350 each time. That's for a new, ambassador that's joining on. I love that. I love that aspect of it. I love that there's multiple streams to create, revenue and income. That is the number one talk, in the world is diversification and how do you earn, different sources. This one platform offers you 6 different ways to do that. Number 3, one of the biggest and the most profound, which is the commissions override. So, as you're building the business, as we build the business, like any company, whether it's insurance or real estate, any company that's really in sales actually, In our case, we sell these incredible wellness products, and through our science and technology, over time, as you build an organization of your own, and we work with the team to guide them, to train them, to grow them, you get to override their sales volume. Over time, if you help them become successful, you get to, it's a really lucrative aspect by supporting other people. And it's one of the things I love about this model. Is a profound component because, again, in this global seamless system, you can match, the company will match the income from the people that you have joining. And that can be anywhere from 5, 10, 15, 20 to up to 30% of what your team is making. The company is going to match, not take away, it's going to match and give that to you as a reward for bringing on the right people, but also supporting and helping them as well too. The fifth is our global leadership pool. As you increase the volume and you achieve, different rank advancement levels, you get to qualify to become a part of the global bonus pool. And so the company will set aside a certain percentage of revenue every single week. And as you achieve these statuses, these components, like they will deliver that income back to those people who achieve that level. And then sixth is the global founder pool. And this is a limited opportunity. So at some point, excuse me, folks, we're going to have to alter this presentation and some of these slides because we're going to have to take the sixth off at some point in time here. What that basically is that you have an opportunity to join us at the founder level. And so for those people who do, the company is setting aside 2% of global revenue. And once you meet a few basic metrics, the company is dividing that income back, that 2% via shares, and delivering it back to the people who have that founder pack, or according to meeting a few different metrics. So really powerful opportunity. That last one really is a cherry on top of the sundae. It's one of my favorite things. How to participate? Again, super simple. You have two options. You can be a retail customer, or you can become a business builder. And so, take your pick. It's one of the two. You can, retail. I mean, there's some people that choose retail. They prefer to pay, the higher price and whatnot. But what I often find, and this is not only with myself, but also my friends and family, is that, so many people are having an impact by taking this product line. And very quickly, you're going to notice that your friends and family are going to ask you about it, what you're doing, why is your energy increased? Why is are you, having an impact, in your physiology and whatnot. And so having the opportunity to be a brand ambassador, you can share, the company will get you a link of your own. Really, it's just a $30 fee annually, and you get to take advantage of wholesale pricing. So when you become a brand ambassador, again, I mentioned there's going to be a $30, and think of it in terms of kind of like a Costco membership. It's like a $30 subscription fee. So you'll pay that $30 a year. You get to take advantage of wholesale pricing, and the company is going to give you that robust back engine, and you'll have your own links that you can share with your own friends and family. The second thing you need to do is choose a package. Excuse me. We have 4 different packages to choose from. And so they range anywhere from an intro pack that's $200. We have a premium pack that's $600, a business builder that's $1,360. But then again, we have the Founder Pack Plus, and this is the one that again is limited. We're offering it for a short time, just because, again, as we've launched the company in all these different markets, they're selling out quickly. So you have an opportunity to come at the founder level for about $2,800 there. And so, at this point, folks, I want to say thank you so much for the presentation. I tried to move through it as quickly as possible, but now I'd like to invite some very special guests that we have here with you today. And so, if I can take a moment, I'd like to introduce you to Mary. Let me stop my screen share here. And so I'd like to introduce you to Mary. She is a leading psychotherapist. She's based in Vancouver, Canada. And more importantly, she's a mom. She's a mom, and she's a mom who's going through something how do we define this? Maybe it's empty nester status, but I'm still going to let her kind of talk about that. And Mary, thank you so much for taking the time this evening. I'd like to welcome you to the call.
Thank you, Gary. That was awesome. I'm actually from Spokane, Washington.
Oh,
Tammy,
okay.
our next testimonial is from Vancouver, but we're really close, right? Canada, yeah, BC, Washington. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I joined Three as a founder, and so happy that I did. And I was invited to look at this opportunity from a dear friend, and she knows me really well, and she knew that I am a single mom and I work really hard, and I wanted to diversify my income. And so she proposed this to me. And she also knew that I grew up overseas in Southeast Asia. And she was like, "This is going to tick your boxes. Like, you love Southeast Asia." And she was right on the money with that. So, and the products, they speak for themselves, like Gary talked about. They are amazing. And I have noticed a big difference in many ways in my body. And that's for a different conversation, because actually, right now, what I want to share about is something that Gary mentioned, and that is I am an empty nester. And this week, I brought my daughter to University of Washington to go to college. And this week I became really aware of how important Three was to me. Um, and I want to tell you why, with my family's permission, with my daughter's permission. So we came to Seattle. I moved her in, and things didn't go quite as expected. And it was there were some things that came up that were really difficult. And I thought, I can't go back to Spokane. That's where I'm from right now. I need to stay another week. And so I was able to stay this week. Right now, I'm in my son's apartment here at UW, and I can just do this from anywhere. And I was able to stay here for a week and another week. And that is something that I cannot put a price tag on. I get to be with my kids whenever I need to be. And part of that is with the Three community. I was able to reach out to a few people who could help me with the situation that I'm going through with my daughter. And the Three community showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're about. We're about community, and we're about showing up. And it doesn't, there's nothing wrong with getting texts and emails saying that I have money in my e-wallet either
Yeah.
while I'm here. So yeah, Three's been really great. And this week I've really, really felt it. So thank you. And I hope you guys continue to hear great testimonials and ask questions about this opportunity.
Mary, thank you so much for coming on tonight, and thank you for correcting me. It's like I get so enchanted. So like everybody who's watching, we had a little bit of a pre-meeting before our event tonight, and I just got so enchanted by everybody's smile and energy that I transposed the two. So thank you for that, by the way. And
Yeah,
we wish you like what a beautiful chapter for your kids and for your family. So grateful to be a part of this adventure with you, and I'm cheering you on, my friend.
thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. Take care. And okay, folks, next I'd like to pivot over. I'm going to pivot over to Colorado here. And so I want to introduce you to Scott. So Scott is a business owner who's been in self-employed for more than 25 years. And so he's based in Windsor, Colorado. And Scott and I were talking earlier about what it takes to when you're self-employed, the amount of effort and energy it takes of trading your own time and energy to survive and to thrive when you're responsible for your own paycheck. So thank you so much, Scott. Welcome to the call tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. Thanks for having me. So like Gary said, I've been self-employed for 25 plus years. Um, and currently I have a company, Brooms and More, which we sell janitorial supplies, chemicals, and I am the only employee. So it is very busy. I have over 50 customers. So I basically do everything, order, deliver, collect money. So it's very time consuming, but Three allows me to get extra money without really working too hard. You know, there's times I put a lot of effort into it, and then there's times I don't. But what really attracted me to Three was the products they have. Um, especially with the cellular absorption technology. I mean, there's nothing like it out there. And I take them all. The important one is the Revive. I actually ran out and I suffered for about 5 days. And I have lower back problems too. And yeah, without having that, I paid for it. But yeah, so I'm so glad that I was able to, get hooked up with three. And I think, with these products, I just think I'm going to have a more healthy life, and, hopefully financial freedom, and, eventually sell my business and concentrate on three. So that's kind of my story. So I
Mm.
appreciate you having me on and look forward to it again.
Oh, Scott, let me tell you, my friend, we are honored to have you on board and to be a part of this with you. And again, like I have such a deep respect for, for anybody who's really willing to go out there and do the work, do the effort. And so to build a business like you have over the years, but also be thinking about, how do I transition, not only for yourself, but for your family? You know what I mean?
Right.
How do you move to the next thing you can change the model to where you don't have to run yourself, hard like that all over time. So I'm so thankful for you, my friend. Thank you for coming on tonight. Great job.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks, Scott. Okay, folks, and certainly last but not least, and I'm gonna make sure that we get this one right this time. So, speaking of somebody who's worked really hard and done the effort and the energy, somebody that listen, I have a profound amount of respect for anybody that's in the healthcare industry and field. Obviously, you guys know that that's a part of my own life. Tammy is a healthcare professional that's based in Vancouver, right? So let's make sure I get this right. And she's a geriatric nurse there as well, right? So, talk about somebody who truly understands the importance of proactive wellness, because if you don't, like, it can lead to devastating places, in your life when it comes to health and wellness. She's also a mom as well too, and she's doing what she has to do right now to chart a new course for her family. So we are really excited to welcome Tammy to the call tonight. Hello, my friend.
Hello, I'm happy to be here. Yep, my name's Tammy and I am in Vancouver. It's just turned fall here for sure. It's permanent. It's raining, but that's okay. So yeah, I've been a geriatric nurse for about 12 years now. I work in the hospital full time, overtime, weekends, nights, all that jazz, 12-hour shifts. So it definitely can be a lot and takes a toll on my family.
Yeah.
But I also do part-time care with kids in their home as well. So I'm pretty much every day doing something for healthcare. But I also, being in a geriatric ward, I see not what happens when you don't take care of your health. So I'm loving proactive wellness, and I see the difference in what the products have done for me. Especially Etranel is one of my favorites because it helps with that brain fog. It helps with the transition from night shifts back to days. And I don't know how I would live without that product right now, but I am so passionate about it. I'm actually doing little videos, sessions on my Facebook and whatnot, just to try and promote it and show people truly what taking care of your health can save you from. So I hope to retire at 50 and just be 100% promoting three. So that's my goal. I love the company. I love the platform and the products. I mean, they speak for themselves. So there's no question there that they work. And yeah, my goal is just to keep going and get out of the hospital, which is killing me. But yeah, so thanks for having me. That's about it.
You're so welcome, my friend. Tammy, thank you so much for coming on tonight. And again, like, I think it's important for people to know, and you have such a powerful story, right? Is that, yeah, it's hard work. And we've seen this. We've seen this in the last 5 years, is how the face of medicine. I know that medicine is radically transformed in my own house, right? And again, it's this reactive model that it's just time to get out in front of. And to get to do this at a time, where the paradigm in business is shifting across the board, it's really powerful. And we're so grateful to have professionals like all of you guys on board. So Tammy, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Great. Thank you. Folks, with that said, I'd like to take the opportunity to invite the other panelists to turn their cameras back on and their audio back on, because we'd like to say thank you and wish you the best. And so, listen, whoever it was that invited you tonight, I want you to reach out to them and to tell them about what you think about this incredible opportunity. You know, oftentimes we talk to people who say things like, I would hear this in real estate about, oh, if I only, bought the house at the right time. You know what I mean? They're always thinking in terms of timing. You know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, there couldn't be a greater time. Opportunities are never lost. They are simply collected by somebody who sees them for what they are. So we invite you to come and join and be a part of impacting the lives of people all over the globe. I love what I get to do. I love that I get to have conversations with folks like this tonight, and that I get to travel the world, and I get to do so. And instead of going back and forth, waiting for the most important call to a realtor, which is we're clear to close, it's the escrow company saying that I'm actually going to earn the commission that I've been working on for who knows however many months. I get a text that tells me, a certain amount of dollars has been, deposited into my e-wallet. So I love this work, and we're excited to partner with you and reach out to the person that invited you to this opportunity, so we can get you going. Folks, thanks again, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Take care.